Hello everyone, I'm Danny J. Welcome to my YouTube channel, The Headache Chat. So I decided to create a YouTube channel because I was researching just to get different experiences and people vlogging about their experiences and their side effects to using different medications when dealing with migraines. This video here is just to give you a rundown of what's going to happen in future videos to come. So, all right, here it is. So I been suffering from migraines for about 7+ years, and so I have tried everything. I've tried everything from food to journaling, all kind of medications, even physical therapy, to try to control these migraines. Although my migraines are not as often as others that I have found, having 20+ migraines a day, Lord help you and God bless you. Mine's roughly were maybe about 10, and then some of them were very lingering along for, maybe over a couple of days even sometimes. And the sucky thing about migraines is that it drains all of your energy. It's like it just wipes you out. You can't, with me, my experiences, they make me so nauseous, and if I don't take medicine in enough time, I'm done for the day. But there is hope, so they say, right? So I went to my doctor and I was like, okay, what can we do? This is just too much. I'm young, I have a family, I have children, and it just wipes you out. And so my doctor said, well, because you've tried Imitrex, because you tried propranolol, I want you to do some research on the new injections that they have. So the 3 injections that they have, is AIMOVIG, AIMOVIG, and Emgality. We've all seen those commercials, and they say that you're about an 80% success rate of decreasing those migraines, and so the side effects, they say, aren't that severe. They do say that constipation is one of the main side effects that people experience dealing with this drug, and so after doing a little, not so much research, I did a little bit, but I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really go into detail about it because I was a little iffy. So before I decided to do the injections, something's in my eye, sorry. So before I decided to do the injections, I tried to change my diet. I decided to go cold turkey vegan for 30 days to see what happens. I cut out dairy, I cut out meat. Well, let me rewind that, change that. I did pescatarian because I did do fish. Not a big seafood eater. I ate fish occasionally. I did do fish, however, I did cut out the dairy products as well, and no other meats, just fish. So I did that for about 30 days, and for the first 30 days, my migraines went from 7 to 2. Huge difference for me. Very successful. So I said, well, I'll keep on going, right? So I did it for about 4 months, about 4 to 5 months, and it seemed to have worked. However, and I learned something new every day, right? However, I always felt a pressure here, and that pressure was really nagging and annoying. So it wasn't like a full-fledged headache, but it was just pressure. And it's very hard to explain, and maybe you all are experiencing that kind of pressure as well, but it was a pressure. It wasn't a headache, and it was just like tightness, like your muscles are tight in your head type thing. And so I was like, okay, I did have that almost every day, every other day, I would still feel the pressure. So after about 4 or 5 months, I stopped being pescatarian with no dairy products. Why? Because, funny story, my family and I went to Ruby Tuesdays to eat dinner one Sunday, and My grandmother ordered their hot wings. Their hot wings are so great. So she ordered their hot wings, and she kept, do you want some? I'm like, no, I can't eat that. Stick to, you know, my fish and salad. But when they brought them to the table, that was it. I took a bite of them, and I haven't been back since. Working my way back because I did feel great. So when they say plant life is a good life, that is true, because for those 4 or 5 months I felt amazing. I did have a lot of energy. I didn't feel so sluggish. The headaches decreased, but the pressure was still there, which I found was very interesting. So I go back to my doctor and I'm like, okay, I tell him my success rate being vegan. He says, well, try to go back to eating your foods and see what happens. Well, when I went to eat my food, back eating my regular eating habits, the headache started to come back. But I told him, I said, Doc, I have this pressure. This pressure just won't go away. What is it? So he says, I tell you what, he says, Imitrex only works for migraines. So if you have a regular headache and you take Imitrex, it won't work. It just is only specifically for migraines, which is pretty cool that how they make medications only work for that specific thing. Like, how do they know it gets there? But whatever. So he said, whenever you feel pressure, take your Imitrex. So I said, okay. I did that. No more pressure. Well, the results were that pressure is actually a low-grade migraine. Never knew that, right? So all along, my migraines actually never stopped. They just wasn't a full force, boom, in your face migraine. Okay. So I said, all right, well, we have to do something, because this is just crazy. I've had enough. And so he told me to research those drugs. And so I said, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Fast forward to first appointment, first injection last month. And so I decided they gave me AIMOVIG, and I took it. It looks like an EpiPen. And I'll show you what it looks like in my next video. It looks like an EpiPen, and you can do it in your meat, wherever you're meaty. I did it in my thigh. That was kind of weird. I'm giving myself a shot, but it wasn't very bad. Stings going in. My leg was stinging. I felt it from all the top of my thigh all the way to my toes. So day one was okay. They gave me my forewarning. It does cause constipation. It will cause constipation. I took my first shot, and this is why I decided to create this channel. I wanted to document my experience taking this drug, because I've seen ups, the good and the bad in reviews, and so I wanted to be a vessel and help those who are thinking about taking this drug or experiencing the same things that I'm experiencing that is not noted on the little sheet that they give you that says, may cause this, and this, and just form a community where we could talk about these things, because it's always good to know or hear someone that's going through the same thing, so you don't think you're crazy, especially in this time of COVID. The smallest things in our body will have our mind going like, oh my God, am I sick? Is what's going on? Because this injection really did a turnaround for me in month 1. And so I just wanted to discuss and share. And so thank you for tuning in, and I ask that you would like and subscribe the video. If you subscribe, hit the bell so that you can have that alert that when I update my new video. And so yeah, have a blessed day and continue to be great, and I will